Hi everyone. Hang on a sec. There we go. We're a bit late today. I'm so sorry. Welcome everyone. Hi Robert Saunders. How are you? I'm Gabrielle. Welcome everyone. If you do have friends that want to listen in on how to lower their cholesterol through food, please invite them along. And I am so sorry that I'm 9 minutes late. I had a little bit of trouble logging in for the first time. Welcome everybody, welcome. So look, if you have friends that need to know how to lower their cholesterol, make sure you swipe right and your little share box will come up, and share it with your Twitter followers or share it with your friends. Or if you're on Android, you swipe up and do the same thing. So click the share button and then share with your friends. Welcome everyone. We have lots of people in the house today. So I'll get started. My name is Gabrielle Maston, and today on Health Share Rewards, we are going, we're going to learn about how to lower your cholesterol, because that's always good. And look, let's face it, these days it is really easy to sort of get put lower carbs, go to keto. Yeah, you can do that, I suppose, but you can do something less complicated, and that's what we're going to go through today. I don't like fad diets. I don't like people to diet. That's just not what I do. So I'll introduce myself. I'm a dietitian, exercise physiologist. I've been working in healthcare for about, 10 years. And in those 10 years, I've had many clients. I've worked in hospitals, private practice. So I see a lot of people with heart disease, high cholesterol, diabetes, obesity, lots of health-related conditions that you wouldn't normally see or know of in the public. So let's do something really simple for those out there who are just looking for some simple tips to lower your cholesterol. So please comment if you like it, if you don't, if you have something to say. Okay, so my first tip is best foods to lower your cholesterol is actually number one, nuts and seeds. Okay, and why? Nuts and seeds contain a lot of fiber, okay, soluble fiber. And what it does is fiber actually helps decrease cholesterol. So it mops up, it mops up cholesterol, takes it out of the blood and excretes it, okay? And the best thing about eating nuts and seeds, the best thing about nuts and seeds is that you don't actually absorb all the fat. Okay, heart disease is caused by inflammation caused by sugar. Not necessarily. That actually hasn't been proven yet, okay? So sugar we know is a problematic food, but we do get sugar in natural foods as well, like our fruit and vegetables also contain sugars. Okay, so with the nuts, what we're going to do is add them 1/4 cup each day. Okay, 1/4 cup has actually been shown to decrease cholesterol. So what they've done through studies is actually surveyed thousands and thousands of people, okay, and this research paper only came out about a month ago, okay, in Australia actually. It was a Sydney Australian study, and what they found is that people that eat nuts every day tend to have lower heart disease rates, cholesterol, and lower body weight. So contrary to what people believe, let her concentrate. Exactly. Okay, let me concentrate. So, contrary to what people believe, nuts don't actually make you fat, okay? And why? You only actually absorb 20% of the fat out of the nuts because of the fiber that's in there, okay? So, bottom line, if you want to lower your cholesterol, add fats, not only for the good fat in the nuts, but also the fiber that you get from the nuts too, okay? Next, do I know Ben Webb? I don't know who Ben Webb is. Sorry, that's you. Okay. Why am I so smart? I don't know. I read a lot and I went to uni. Yeah. So nuts are good for everybody, not just people with arthritis, yeah? It's also good for weight loss. It's good for sports people. It's good for heart disease, type 2 diabetes, everything, yeah? Okay. Number 2. We already mentioned it. We already just mentioned it. So fiber is also really good to lower cholesterol. So they have done studies on using things like psyllium husk. Oh, hey Nate, how you going? Psyllium husk. Has anyone heard of psyllium husk before? It's actually the husk of wheat. Nuts can still, yeah. If you've got anaphylaxis and you're allergic to nuts, obviously you're not going to eat nuts, and that's understandable. You don't want to eat nuts if you're allergic to them, but for most people who don't have allergies to nuts, you're fine, okay? You're already lowering, okay. All right, so fiber. With fiber, we want to use, well, we can use some fiber supplements. So typically, what I recommend to people is to use things like psyllium husk, if they don't mind it, or even fiber coming from oats, okay? And just 2 tablespoons of psyllium husk in a day has actually been shown to lower cholesterol, okay? Nice and easy. Liberally use the block function. Yeah, I think I'm going to, because it's getting a little bit out of hand here. Okay, so psyllium husk, am I vegan? No, I'm not vegan. I eat all sorts of, yeah, I've started blocking. All right, so is it true fiber can't be digested by the body? It's not supposed to be digested. Fiber is supposed to be fermented in the gut, okay? And that's fiber's role. So fiber actually goes through the entire digestion. Vegan, don't swear at me. Okay, yeah, so fiber is meant to go through the entire digestion and ferment in the gut so that it helps with bacteria. So it actually helps bacteria grow. And now the bacteria in the gut is actually really good for our general health, okay? And look, for the person that says that they were vegan, that's fine. I have nothing against vegans. I have nothing against meat eaters. I help everybody, okay? So I see people in my practice who are vegan, who are vegetarian, lactose-free, gluten-free. That's just what I do. I deal with diet. So I'm not biased to any diet. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So you want fiber to help ferment the good bacteria in the gut, and you also want fiber to help mop up the cholesterol out of the blood and get rid of it. Okay. So fiber is a plus. Can you guys guess, or I hope you know already, where do we get fiber from? Do I know? I don't know what that country is. Do you recommend Aphidiphilis for gut bacteria? Yeah, you can. Yeah, so probiotics and yogurt, Yakult, Inner Health Plus. I don't know if you guys have the same brands over there as we do here in Sydney. Can I sell my... They're actually doing fecal transplants these days, so that's no laughing matter. Your dog's a vegan. Oh, okay. Cool. So come on, guys. Fiber food. Let's think about it. Fiber food. What is really high in fiber? We've got our whole grains. We've got fruits and vegetables. We've got our nuts and seeds, and we've also got fruit. Why don't you know that country? I don't know that country. Sorry, I might be a little bit ignorant. Sorry. I don't know what that country is. Yeah, grains and nuts, exactly. Plant-based food is high in fiber. Yay, we got it. We're getting it. Okay, so the first tip was eat nuts. Second tip was fiber. The third tip was, we're just going to go through with it. Oily fish. Okay, so our omega-3 foods, okay? Omega-3 foods are excellent for lowering cholesterol. Okay, so what foods contain omega-3? Come on, guys, let's try to list as many foods as you know that contains omega-3. Now, it can be our omega-3 plant-based, and it can be animal-based too. Salmon, eggs, yogurt doesn't really have omega-3, no. So yogurt is a dairy product, has saturated fat mainly. Salmon, sardines, yep, they're all good. So chia seeds, yes, because Nate watched my chia seed scope. So our plant-based variety of omega-3 comes from chia seeds, avocado, nuts and seeds, olive oil, okay? That's from our plant-based variety. Now, you should know that plant-based foods don't actually convert to the EPA and DHA as well as our animal-based products. So that's our fish, our oily fish. So tuna, salmon, mackerel, cod, sardines. Okay? So our animal-based omega-3 actually is 100% conversion. We don't need to convert it, actually. And it is really good for lowering our cholesterol. It's good for your hair. It's good for your skin. It's good for your nails. You eat 1 avocado every day. Great. So did I. What about krill oil? Yep, you can have krill oil too. The difference between fish oil, hang on, I'll go through that in a sec. Really? So plant doesn't convert as efficient as animal or fish. Correct. Yeah. So plant-based omega-3, so alpha linoleic acid, doesn't convert as well to EPA and DHA, which means we don't get as much benefit. It's still good to eat it, but not as much benefit as we do from our oily fish like salmon, mackerel, and cod, and tuna. Now, what was that other question people asked? I forgot before Nate asked me that question. Can the person who asked that question when I got halfway through the sentence ask it again? Too many comments all at once. So yeah, the conversion from plant-based omega-3 is less than our animal-based omega-3. So I would say generally eat them all. Now, in terms of avocado, it's a great fruit. Definitely you want to include it in your diet. I would say eating a whole avocado if you're trying to lose weight is probably just have a little bit less. Should we all be numbing down fish oil capsules? Ah, yes. That was the question that last person asked. Okay, so fish oil or krill oil? For starters, yes, you can use fish or krill oil. They're essentially the same. They both have omega-3. The only difference is krill oil has more antioxidants in it. So the antioxidants from krill oil is actually really high, so it is beneficial. However, you do get antioxidants from fruits and vegetables. So if you're eating enough fruits and vegetables in general, then you should be getting enough antioxidants. So that's your 5 serves of fruits and 5 serves of vegetables and 2 serves of fruit per day should give you enough antioxidants that you need. And then if you eat, like, let's say tuna once or twice a day, then you'll be getting your enough omega-3 too. So I generally encourage people, instead of having supplements and stuff, to eat real food if you can. So if you can eat that amount of vegetables and eat your servings of fish, if you like fish, then try to do that instead of having tablets. You thought krill was only good for whales. The interesting fact about krill is that now it's more environmentally sustainable than tuna. Is high fat good? High fat, I guess, just depends on what context you're asking that in. Let's go back to the krill idea. So krill is actually farmed now. It's environmentally sustainable, so it's much better than fish oil. Mercury in fish. Unless it's a deep sea fish, then we have to worry about it. Generally, people don't eat that much fish that mercury becomes a problem. So it's mainly your bigger fish, like your shark and the deep sea sort of fish. I don't know what other deep sea fish there are, but your government website should list the fish that contain the highest levels of mercury. Generally, the people that are at risk, that really have to worry about any level of mercury, is pregnant women and the elderly, children. But generally, people don't eat enough fish to get the mercury build-up, okay? And if you eat small fish, so here's the thing. So mercury is actually a heavy metal that builds up in the ecosystem over time. So it's generally found in bigger fish because bigger fish eat smaller fish, and then the build-up in those smaller fishes build up in the big fish. Sardines have 0. Yes, why? Because sardines are tiny. That's why. So the smaller fish you get, the less mercury. Everyone share this scope. It's ace. Yeah, please share it. So remember what I said. If you swipe right, and then it'll pop up with your friends list, and then click share to Twitter or share to Periscope. That's if you're on an iPhone. If you're on an Android, go up, and it does the same thing. Click the share little icon, and then share it with your friends if you can. So yeah, I think that was it. Someone just asked me a question then, and we were kind of going all over the place with the fish stuff. So back to the supplementation, because I only half answered that really. If you don't like eating fish and the only other alternative is fish oil supplements, that is fine. You can do that. I would say get a really reputable brand, and they're different in different countries. I know that there was a study that was just released in Australia at the end of last year. And what they found is that they looked at several companies, and their fish oil supplements, and they actually didn't contain the amount of omega-3 that they were supposed to. Actually, only, what was it? It was 1 in 10 actually had, out of the 100 supplement companies that they tested, 1 in 10 only had the amount that they said that they had on the label. And why is this? Well, because the omega-3 fats, chemically wise, are highly volatile. They go rancid really quickly. Sometimes they're not put in the packaging that they're supposed to be. So if they're not put in the right packaging, like let's say they're in a glass bottle and it's see-through and the UV light gets through, it actually makes your fat go rancid with the omega-3s. And also if you don't keep it in a cool spot, because remember again, fat goes rancid at room temperature or at heat. Okay, so there's your tips if you want to keep your fish oil supplements, or even evening primrose oil and all that type of thing, krill oil. If you want to keep them fresh and stable, keep them in a cool spot, preferably your fridge, and and keep them in an opaque container where you can't actually see through it with the UV light. Ketogenic. Look, with the ketogenic diets, look, it suits some people, but it doesn't suit it all. That's kind of not what I do with people. Keto has been used with people with epilepsy and stuff, but it only works for 30% of the people. It's really popular at the moment, I get that. So if people want to try keto, that's fine. It's not something that I recommend though. And that's fine. Look, people eat different diets all the time, and people get different results from doing things all the time. I just try to keep it nice and simple for everyone. But yeah, our time is up. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'll be back on next Monday at the same time, 12 o'clock. If you want to know who I am, just visit my website, GabrielleMaston.com. That's GabrielleMaston.com. You'll find some more health information there, and also health rewards. So there's a lot more scopers coming on the health rewards at the same time most days, talking about different health topics, including Nate, Australia Wow, who was just on. He's on tomorrow, personal trainer extraordinaire. So make sure you catch Nate tomorrow at the same time. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.